Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Ariee, and we're on the set of Mic Check with Stylist B.
Mic check with Stylist B. Mic check with Stylist B.
Mic check.
Mic check with Stylist B. Mic check with Stylist B.
Mic check.
Hello, and welcome to Mic Check with me, the one and only Stylist B, where we're always checking in on the latest and greatest. And of course, my next guest is every bit of great. Her sound transcends genres. I don't know what category to put her in because she's in a box all her own and still busting out the seams. Please give it up for Miss Ariee. How you doing?
Good. Thank you.
How you think about it? I always ask my guests if the intro was good enough.
That was amazing.
You liked it?
Yes.
Okay.
I was smiling on the inside.
Good. I always want my guests to feel the love that I feel inside, but I wanted to translate in the intro so that people watching, if they don't know that they're watching greatness.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
So even though I gave a quick intro, please, look at the camera and tell everybody who you are and what you do.
My name is Ariee. I'm a singer-songwriter from New Orleans, Louisiana.
That's very important.
Yes. I write my own music and I perform full-time.
Yeah, you do. And I've seen greatness on stage. And the thing that's I think great about you is you're just so into whatever you're feeling. Like I've seen you come really dressy. I've seen you come like funk casual meets rock and roll plus soul. See, this is why I didn't try to explain the sound. I'm not confused, people. She gives me everything. You know what I mean? And that's what I really, really like about your stage presence and what you do. So tell me, what is your sound if you had to describe it?
I can't describe it. I try to.
Just me.
Yeah, I try to I just try to do whatever I'm feeling at the moment, and I feel like if I'm making music or doing anything, I'll try to put out all aspects of me into it. So everybody has different aspects of themselves, so I don't like to stay in one box.
Right.
Yeah.
So I was on point.
You were on point.
You really like that intro.
Yeah, I loved it.
Like that's what I'm trying to tell people. I do what I love.
Yeah.
In the form of music.
Yes.
And that's it.
Yes.
I like that. So how did you get into music?
I started in church.
Amen.
Like everybody, probably.
Well, not everybody.
Hopefully.
I mean,
started in church at the age of 8, in the choir. Since then, there was a little break. I did a little choir in school.
Okay.
Then I started working in a club. That I was too young to be in. Actually, I was collecting money at the door.
To the club. Okay.
I
see how it works.
See, every aspect of yourself.
Exactly.
So,
I see now how it came to form the Ariee that we know.
Yeah.
Right?
So collecting money at the door. A lady used to let me up. Her rest in peace. Her name was Tonya Powell. Used to let me come up and sing songs with her. And then next thing you know, I ended up on the road. Traveling.
Yeah. Well, I love that you say next thing you know.
Yeah.
No, that's not the next thing you know.
It literally kind of happened in steps.
Yeah.
Unbeknownst to me, but
right.
Meeting one person and that translates to the next person. And it's crazy how life works.
But you have to have something about you. You have to have an it factor because there's a ton of people that get up on stage and the next thing you know is not on tour.
Yeah. So I was nervous at first. Like when I first got up to sing, I was super nervous. But everybody around me started encouraging me to, do it.
Yeah.
There was a break in between where I was not singing because I was just trying to, I was in college and trying to figure out exactly what I wanted to do.
Right.
So, doing all those jobs that I took, I used to work at a museum and the club and I used to work at a tanning salon.
Yeah.
Doing all these different jobs, I realized that what I was doing part-time could have was my full-time pleasure.
Yeah.
That's what I wanted to do. That was my passion. So that's pretty much how I found out.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
So once you come to a realization of I'm doing this part-time, but this is really what I should be doing.
Yeah.
How do you make the transition to make that your full-time job, your paid gig? You know what I mean?
Life kind of happened to me. I was working as a personal assistant at the time. Then it just didn't work out. Yeah. So I was like, you know what? I'm not about to look for another 9-to-5 type job where I'm not happy. I don't want to be anybody's manager or anything like that. I was like, let me do what I want to do. So I took a break. As I was taking a break, doing out, putting out resumes and stuff, I got a call from a guy who was like, hey, do you want to come sing with me on Bourbon Street? And I was like, cool.
Okay,
I was
sure.
like, it's money.
Right.
It's money. So I was like, cool. So it ended up being, just sitting in, which is just, me coming up and singing with the band, to doing it 4 and 5 times a week.
Wow.
So that's how I went full time.
Yeah. And the good thing is, like, once it presents itself, then it's like, I mean, that's the sign right there. Here it is. So if you want it full time, here it is for the taking.
You cannot ignore the signs.
And the thing too is, like, you can see a difference in your career when you commit full time, because I remember when you first started doing music, you were working, but I see you nonstop now. You know what I mean? And that's the difference between the part-time and full-on commitment. Yeah. So how do you get over, and this is for everyone listening who is like, I want to sing, I want to rap, I want to whatever they want to do. It's the fear of, because even with the clock-in jobs, there is some kind of stability in clocking in, right? So how do you get past that to be like, I'm just going to do it?
Literally at that point, I had no choice but to take it. Like, life just was like, look, this is what we're here. Right now, you got to do it. There's a certain amount of, you have to believe in yourself that obviously, if all these people want me on their stage, I'm obviously talented. Right. So I have to start believing in myself. So that's just how it started.
You just okay, I have to believe. I'm going to get out there. I'm going to get it done. Yeah. And so when you started out, what kind of music were you doing then versus what you may be doing now?
When I was just kind of dabbling in music, I still was doing like more pop type music. I did like some country songs, some pop or rock
country music
songs. Yeah. So I don't know. I don't think my passion, like the genre of music, changed too much, but the amount of time and money I could put into it
changed. Yeah, I get that. I know some people, when they come out, they want to do what they know people are looking for, and then there's really something completely different that their heart is in. Like you take somebody like Kiki Wyatt, right? She does R&B, but she always talks about how she loves country music, but she didn't feel like she could do that because we're expecting her. She said we talking about African Americans, her black side. She says it like they want me to do that, but I'm just a little country girl inside, whatever. So that's why I ask. Like I often wonder, and a lot of artists say that too. Like, well, I was just doing what they expected of me, but this is really what I wanted to do.
Those are mostly people. The people that say that are mostly in like signed to major labels. Yeah. It's much more freedom when you can do it
as
and
an
be
independent. Yeah. And I know that. Yeah. I know that, and you know that. But some people may still feel the pressure. Yeah. So it's good to know you were doing what you loved out the gate. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. So that's a good thing, and that's also, I think, why, because it's been a minute now that you've been doing music. Why you're still doing it and still smiling. Like every time I see you, like, I got a show. I'm just booked. I'm booked. I like when you booked. You know what I mean? So tell me, I know you recently got off tour. Yeah. So how did that come about?
I recently got off the High School Nation tour. It's a high school tour that goes to different high schools across the country. It's 5 shows a week for 5 weeks, and we get to perform for the students, and at the end we get to donate recording studios to each, so they get to like dabble in music and engineering as well as being a musician and stuff like that. So it was pretty cool. I did DMV and Chicago, so I did 10 schools, which was pretty cool. Yeah, because you just get to see like the different demographics at each school. It's totally different from
but they were all about you. Because you did a lot of documenting the journey, which I always implore people to do. Is something that I try to start doing more often now when I'm doing stuff. People love that, to see that. Like, you get more fans when they get to see like what you're doing versus just the stage, because they can go and see the stage anytime. Like that behind the scenes stuff is like, it almost makes you feel like a friend. Like, oh, I get to see, you know what I mean? So I saw you documenting, and they were just, oh my God, sign, and you're so cute, because you're like, I am signing her. Wow. You know what I mean? Like, and that was really cool to see. Yeah. But I think that the amazing part is when you get in front of different audiences, everybody's not able to transcend to different, like sometimes you just have a demographic, but I didn't see that with you. Yeah. So that was cool. Did that make you nervous? Like, oh, this is a different group of people. I hope they like it.
Yeah, like high school students are just
They're
different.
judgmental.
Yeah.
You know, in high
They're
school.
a little weird. They're a little weird.
they not only are they like, you know, in their own thing because they got their own
Yeah.
thing going, but they're young, so you know they're not filtering how they feel, what they feel.
They
you know?
liked it. Like I didn't get any like bad reviews, but they they really enjoyed it. They were like, oh my god, you're like my favorite.
Yeah.
They were mostly like they were like, oh, I like your swag or I like your voice. It was so cool. Yeah.
So I saw you do Juvenile. Was it Juvenile? I'm trying to remember. It was a bounce song that you were singing.
I was Lil Wayne.
Was it Lil Wayne?
What bounce song I was singing?
Damn, I don't remember. I should have cued the footage. We not there yet. We not there. You know on the shows when you watch it, like, let's do a playback.
Yeah.
And then they play the...
Yeah.
That's not us just yet. The season 1. Give us time.
Yeah.
But I said I would remember. But I could have sworn it was Juvenile. But the point was, it was a bounce song, but you were singing it. Mm-hmm. And I was like, okay.
Yeah. Well, I was trying to bring some of New Orleans to
yes.
there, you know.
So they gave me a little idea.
What's up? What's up?
So I wrote down a list of songs, right?
Okay.
You don't have to perform or anything, you know, unless you move. You know, we don't like to stunt your creativity here. But I'm just going to say a list of songs. If you don't know them, we can skip them.
Okay.
But you're going to tell me, like, how you would cover them. Like, you know, your swag and your, you know. And if that's just talking about, like, the sound of it, that's fine. Or if, you know, you feel moved to, you know.
Okay.
Then that's good, too. You ready?
Yeah.
So, don't make me laugh. Why do every time I get to this point, I think I get nervous with the artist, like, oh, hope they like this. Let me take a little sip. You got me nervous. Hold on. It's just water, people. It should have been something else. Now, hold on. Okay, I'm nervous for you. So here we go. You ready?
Yes.
First one is Focus by her.
I'll probably do like EDM. Speed it up.
Okay. Yeah. I can see that.
Can you focus on? Yeah.
I like that. Okay,
EDM.
high five for that one. So far,
EDM.
I'm with her. You could do my mixtapes. Mixtapes, EP, all covers where you do your own thing. Okay, next one. I'm going to skip her because I have another one by her.
Okay.
So we're going to go to Ape-ish or Shizzle. Ape Shizzle because I don't want to say the word. By the Carters.
My money, man. That could be a country song. Got my money, fight together.
That's like okay. Jumping out the stage, I like it.
Jump it.
I would listen to it. I don't care what y'all say.
I'm telling you, that would go hard as country.
That would go hard. Now here's the thing. I like so far like what we've done. I think you should go ahead and do the EP.
And just redo.
I'm definitely gonna be the first one to copy. So you know you got one sale for sure.
Yeah.
All right. Let's try. Let's see if we can do a hip hop song. Oh no. Let's do Whitney. I want to dance with somebody.
That could be Trapped or Bounced. Has it been Bounced?
I don't know. Has anybody bounced that? You know, we from New Orleans, so you can pretty much bounce
I would
anything.
bounce. I would bounce. I want to dance with somebody.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like old school bounce or like
old school bounce.
Old school bounce. I like
that.
You gonna do the EP for real for me?
Yeah, because that would be a nice dip song. Actually, now that I think about it, I can hear it in my head. Yeah.
We want to hear it. That's why we're doing the EP. Okay. All right. Last one is Best Part by Daniel Caesar and her.
What genre can that be?
I don't know. Right now it's very right. Yeah, you know. I feel when I listen to it, this is how I listen to it.
I would just throw EDM on that one too, because that'll with the build up too. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So listen, we already know in her shows you're not keeping still. That's what I'm learning.
No, you're not.
She didn't do not one ballad.
No.
She was like, no ballads.
That's the secret. I don't really like R&B shows.
Right.
Like full R&B shows, they just bore me.
Right.
Yeah. I like a little action. Like, so my favorite performer right now is like Charlie Wilson.
Yeah.
Because even though his music, even though his music is R&B, is like he has a show. Like they change clothes. Yeah. He got light up suits.
Wow.
Yeah. They got the whole choreography. Like,
but I see that.
He keeps me engaged.
Yeah. But this was a little fun game, but it taught me something about you as an artist, right? Like, so we didn't go with any ballads, but you were on it each time. Like, it wasn't like a forced thing. You like, oh, I hit a beat in my head. We would just switch this up. I think that's also comes with knowing your artistry, really. Like, I, for real, legit would cop the EP for a country version of 8-ish. You know what I mean? And to be, like, dancing to something like Best Part or Focus, you know, that's pretty cool. And what it tells me is, like, that's why your fan base is ever growing. Because when I go to your show, I'm going to get a show. Yeah. Because a lot of people can sing, especially here. We just have the most
talented people.
Yes. This is like the most talented city ever. If you're tuning in and you're not from this city, that's no shade. Just the truth. Just the truth. But we have like the most talented people here, so I think what you're doing is putting you a step above. You know what I mean?
Thank you.
You're welcome. You know, I like to give credit where credit is due. That's what it's all about. Here in Mic Check with Stylist B. We just want to compliment that. So that was fun, and I really think that's cool. Yeah. So while we're talking about EPs that I hope you do, let's talk about the EP that you actually did. It came out in November.
Yes.
Sequel.
Yes.
Well, you have the sequel.
Yeah. 8.
So tell me about that, the title, and then tell me about the EP.
8, the sequel came from, I named it 8 because it was 8 years of me performing professionally before I put out like my first real project.
Got it.
So that was that. And I put it out in, the first 8 was put out in August, so that's 8. So, you know, I'm just with my numerology and stuff. So 8 is a mixture of genres, like I said. It's pretty cool. The first one has 5 songs. 8, the sequel, has 4 songs. It's more R&B kind of trappy kind of vibes to it. Yeah, and I threw a little what do you call it, curveball with Hurricane because it's more kind of pop, kind of rockish.
Got it.
But
what's the inspiration behind the sequel?
Relationships. Yeah, I write about
men are good for inspiration.
Yes, it's pretty good.
Y'all lucky y'all make good music out of the situation because we might be more upset.
Well, I channel all of my everything, you know, through my music, and it came out really good.
Yeah, I'm sure.
All my anger, the love, the anger. I feel like it has. If you listen to both EPs, it has all kind of stages of relationship, love, infatuation type vibe. So I think everybody will be able to relate to it on some level. Yeah. So. Is it a specific person that encouraged that? Not getting in your business, but if you want to give us an exclusive. Maybe.
Or is it just, you know, general dating?
They were all written at different times.
Okay. That was smooth how you played that out. Okay. So different times. Yeah. So, okay. So, no. Is there a special song right now encouraging new music?
Not at the moment.
Okay. Let's figure why I had it in that space. I will find out for y'all. Where can they, like, you know, download, purchase, and subscribe to everything you got going on?
You can. Is that on me?
Yep, right there.
You can follow me at Ariee. That's ARIEE on Instagram, Facebook. My website is www.ariemusic.com. My YouTube is Ariee Music, so everything's Ariee.
Just
everything's Ariee.
Yeah,
get on it.
I definitely want to check it out. Yeah. I mean, if you just saw what she just did with the full titles, you already know that you're missing out if you haven't already like got on the bandwagon. Go ahead, jump on. We won't judge you. We accept all fans, even when you're late to the party. The party's still going on.
Yes.
Just came up with that.
The party's always going to go.
That's right. So tell me, how do you overcome like some of the hardships? Because I mean, we're laughing and joking about like finishing projects, but how do you get to a point where you decide to do a project where you make it through finishing it and where you just keep doing what you love to do?
It's definitely a task. Some people, it surprised me because some people think like making a project is so easy. They think you just go in the studio, chill in the studio, then come out with this song, and it's like, no, like
that's not what happened.
Writing, getting with a producer that you know actually knows what they're doing, finding a studio, paying for studio time, mixing, mastering, you know, getting musicians in.
Yeah.
There's just so many layers in getting the imagery right, and so many layers to putting together a project for it to be presentable to the level that I'm comfortable with. Yeah. So It just takes a lot of determination.
Yeah. That was cute. I saw what you did there.
And coins.
Yeah, and coins. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you gotta, I think people don't realize that when you want something for yourself, you have to invest in yourself. And this is the old saying, it takes money to make money.
Mm-hmm.
That's not to say you can't make money without having it. Some people have different journeys, but the point is, if you're not willing to buy into your own project, why would anyone else?
Right. And don't expect like your friends to do it and your family. It's literally gonna be people that don't even know you. Gonna be your first friends. Like seriously.
We talked about that before on the show. It's like, because you know what, they're closer to you too, and sometimes I think friends and fans confuse applause with support. Does that make sense? Like they clapping for you, like, girl, she good, and you singing at the family reunion, and every time I have somebody over, come sing for them. But that's not actually growing your brand, your music. That's not investing in you. You know what I mean? That takes actual seed money to see it grow. You know, and so sometimes it does. It takes a stranger that you don't even know to buy into what you're doing. You know, and that's a hope, because if they don't, then you have to fund it yourself until other people understand how bankable you are.
Definitely.
Yeah. So that's why I always say, like, how do you keep going? Because I know it's not easy to put out a project, and it costs.
And like I'm working full time, so everything I make when I'm doing gigs and weddings and corporate events is going back into
back into your brand, your music. Yes.
I'm like super independent.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody giving me no money.
Right. But it's coming.
Yeah.
It's coming.
I mean, it is coming.
Yes.
It's coming.
In case you.
But there's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with, sponsoring yourself.
Yes, absolutely. Especially if you don't have it yet, like in place, because that's the only way you're gonna make it happen. Right. So we get in, we do the first EP, which is called 8, and then the second one, 8, the sequel. Right. So I'm not gonna pressure you, because we just talked about how much it takes to do projects. But what's on your mind right now for like coming next?
Videos. I love doing videos because I have videos for a lot of my songs on YouTube. Right now, I really want to get back in the studio and start working on some new music, honestly. The first projects were awesome, and I was ready to like put them out. Like I'm ready to put out some more. Like
it's time.
Yeah, it's time to put out some more.
Especially coming off a tour and like doing so much. Like when you tour, you think, oh nah, I need some more music for the next, the next thing that's coming.
Right.
So when you're not touring, what are you doing in the interim outside of like being in the studio to keep money flowing, to keep your music out? What are you doing?
Writing, and I'm performing.
Everywhere.
Performing. Yes.
Everywhere. Because you told me earlier you were doing weddings. You're doing ceremonies.
Yes.
If there's a voice needed.
Yes, I'm there.
Call.
Yes.
That's it. Now, is there anything else you're into outside of music?
Outside of music, I'm into acting. I do like a little dabble here and there, some acting. I did a couple commercials and stuff.
Nice. Do you like it? Good. Now, is it something you just kind of stumbled into, or something you kind of wanted to do in addition to music?
In college, I was a film major.
Oh.
And so all of my professors told me to get in front of the camera, and so that's what I started doing. I did a few plays when I was younger and stuff like that, so it was an easy kind of transition.
Yeah, for you to do it. So, and I think that also for you as a performer, any kind of acting helps you on stage as well, and in your videos.
For sure.
Yeah. So if you could talk to like yourself, because you said it took 8 years from the time you started, if you could talk to your younger self, what would be like the one piece of advice you would give yourself?
If I could talk to myself, about 8 years ago?
It don't have to be, artistry related.
No,
we share it all.
Just, you're going to come in contact with a lot of people in this industry. It's the entertainment industry is full of nice characters. Different characters.
Creatively with the wordplay.
Yeah, different characters, and you just have to be able to vet each person and see which. Because a lot of people all talk, and they really can't do anything for you. Lots of people. I come across a lot of. Yeah. So I just go off people's energy and just see. I vet people a lot. Like,
let me see what this is. Yeah.
So that'll save you a lot of time, of dealing with like the wrong people that say they can.
Now, is this like a learned lesson, or is this like I caught that off the back, and that's what I would tell
Nah,
my
that was
self.
learned lessons, like still learning.
It's hard to learn a lesson yourself. I used to make this joke all the time, that people say, I don't have to touch the stove to know it's hot. If you already said it was hot, I'm good on what you said.
Yeah.
Like, I don't have to learn. So it's much easier to learn a lesson from on somebody else's expense. It's much harder when you have to learn it yourself and take that burn, take that L, Yeah. But the good thing is you learn. Because some people don't even do that after. It's like, oh, that was a fluke. Yeah. The stove not always hot. It just was hot that one time.
Yeah. Some people have just different motives. Like, they'd be like, no.
Yeah.
Man, I dealt with that in like acting. I had a lady who was like, oh my God, you're so amazing. You're so beautiful. You can do this, do this. Signed with her as an agent.
Wow.
Next thing you know, she was on auditions with me. Same audition.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, that's a conflict
I know
of interest.
people like that.
Oh, you might know
we're not
someone.
I want to change the energy because we're being positive about learning lessons.
I'm just saying, you have to,
Yeah.
You'll catch a vibe.
Yes.
Dodge it.
So I am, that's who I am, right? I am an empath. I can I'm energy. I'm, my family used to laugh at me, but they're the same way. They just don't like to admit it. Like, we can feel. And so a lot of times when I don't think you're genuine, I just remove myself.
Right.
So, some people are like, oh, she's quiet, or she's to herself. If you know me, that's just really not true.
Right.
But it's just that I really didn't get the right energy from you. And 9 times out of 10, it's accurate.
Yeah.
It's accurate.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So I think that's what I would tell my younger self is trust your gut and never question.
Never.
What you know, because you knew it. But people around you trying to tell you otherwise. Like, nope, I know what I see.
Yep.
I see it. You know what I mean? So I think that is super, super important. So the idea that you're vetting people now before just letting them into your space and into your energy is super, super crucial.
Yes.
I just wish nothing but the best for you.
Thank you.
I'm super excited with what you're doing. I remember from the beginning when you were kind of gigging and then in and out of it, and I know that space and I get it. But to see you full on, like, I haven't seen you stop working since you committed. Yeah. And that is an accomplishment. You know what I'm saying? So I look forward to keep watching.
Thank you.
And anything you want to say to the people before I give you a little gift from coming out?
Just thank you. Follow me.
Follow
me. Listen to my music. I like reviews. I like hearing from y'all. So hit me up. DM me.
That's right. About music.
Yes, about music.
You gotta be clear. That DM, ever since the song, people trying to go down in the DM.
Slide in the DM. Yeah. Slide in the DM for music related inquiries.
Right. That's it. So anyway, I'm gonna give you a little gift. This is my magic. Like, when I reach out, it just appears. It's awesome, right? So anyway, this is a little gift from myself and my Mic Check crew. We just appreciate everybody who stops by and spend a little time with us.
Oh, that's true. It's not even Christmas yet.
Oh,
thank you.
Yeah, because we just missed it, so we gotta wait a whole another year. But you got it early.
Thanks.
So we just want to say thank you for coming out, and thank you all for tuning in, because we couldn't do it without you. Of course, until next time, remember, never let anyone dim your light or mute your mic. Mic check with Stylist B. Peace.